People deluded, I'm back again. Once again, I apologize for the delayed review or delayed opinions on the game, people. I don't know how I'd make it make sense. But anyways, Arsenal 5, Aston Villa 3. Arsenal won 5-3 against Aston Villa at under 18s level in their first game of the season. Crazy game. I mean, what? There's 8 goals between both sides. So again, it is going to be a crazy game. For Arsenal, we scored 5, but we did concede 3. So we need to go to the drawing boards, and there's a lot to learn, especially when I believe it when they scored their first, because they almost hit back instantly after we scored. I think Kyon Edwards scored in the 28th, 29th, and they scored literally like a minute later. Obviously, game and management. If you're fighting for a league, if you're fighting for promotion, if you're fighting for FA Cup, Youth Cup, FA Cup, as these lot get older and leave this level, you can't really afford to do things like that. Obviously, as things start to mean stuff, and it is what it is. I'm delighted for my boys because we played good football. We knocked the ball around well. There's going to be in my opinion, not that I know it on authority, but there should be a lot of opportunities for players to make roles their own. Kiddo Taylor Hart can't play at this level again, neither can Nathan and a couple of the second-year scholars from last year. You'd imagine the Amaris, the Brooks, the Charlies, these sort of guys at under 18s level who still can play, we'd be second-year scholars. They'll put in a shift, they'll play, but you'd imagine they progress to the first, they progress to the under 23, sooner rather than later, and get substantial moments there. In fact, I'm hoping that Amani Richards and Keon Edwards, I hope they can kick on. I want everybody to kick on. I think Flores, I want him to kick on. Tyler, he's made his debut. I want him to kick on. I really like Waters at right back. I think he had a good game. I think they tried to stick it on him and double up. The Villa players tried to double up against him. I think he rose to every challenge. Calm little steady Eddie at fullback and whatnot, proving there's a role for him. Amario, Cozier, Duberry, I can never pronounce names, so I apologize. Baller. I'm not here to say he's going to be the next this, that, the third, and this and that. From what I saw, baller. From what I know, baller. Confident 1v1. Can work on his free kicks, but I like that he wants to take them. He wins free kicks. He takes people on. He's got that healthy chip on his shoulder. He wants to make the difference. He's a good dribbler, strong 1v1, good link-up play as well. I like what I see from our number 11, and I'm keen to see more from him. Henry Jeffcott, Jack Henry Francis, Tyler Ferran, these sort of guys. With respect to all of them, they're quite slept on. Not saying they're going to be this, that, and the other. You know me, I don't say young players can do that, but I think these are players that, if they don't really get their flowers, and I think at this level, there's a lot of people that could grow and take advantage of spots that are opening. Look at James Sweet; he had a decent game as well. Someone that's I was looking forward to hearing. I thought, it'd be his name would be ringing bells, and it still is. But you kind of want to see a bit more. Obviously, where Mauro Buendia is concerned, I think to have a future at Arsenal, he's got to offer a lot more on the ball. But I like to see he's back from his injury, and he played quite well. It was a good game. It was a good start. It felt in a healthy way. It was playground football. It's end to end. It's an exciting game. They're attacking us, then we're attacking them. Then Flores is on his. I don't know if he watched some Pepe videos, but he's in tight spaces, going past people, almost overrunning it at times. Kyon's on it as well. Everybody's on it from both teams. It was a good game of football, man. And obviously the goals started pouring in. Again. You'd have to watch the highlights. There's 8 goals. There's way too much goals to even sit here and speak about. But I believe we went into the break at 3-1. At that moment in time, Flores had a brace. Shambolic defending a bit from Villa. At times Flores was overrunning it, but it was, he was on crud in that game. To see him get his brace, see Kyon get off the score sheet. We're doing what we need to do. The only bad thing I'd say we've done is we've conceded a goal quickly after scoring that we didn't need to. I think we hit back well as well after half time. Marcelo, Flores got his hat trick. We added more to the score sheet and things like that. Unfortunately, they added 2 more goals as well. But in general, I was happy with us. Like, one of the goals, it was a 3-piece move, man. Like, let me see my notes if I can find it. I can't remember who it was, man. It might have been Charles Sango Jr. I could be wrong. I actually cannot remember. But there was one goal we caught Villa cold, and I really liked it because we smelt blood. I've seen us be victims at first team of that. So to see my under 18s being the suspects of it, I really loved it. And what I mean by that is Villa tried to play out from the back. Long story short, they made a mess of it. Tyler Ferran's gone up for a header. He's won it. Meant it. This is what I like to see, authoritative. He's meant it. We've latched onto it. And this is where I think it's Charles. I could be wrong. But someone's clipped a ball around the corner and we've put the ball in the back of the net. Literally from their mistake, we've exploited them in 3 passes. Literally from including the header. From the header, 2, boom, 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 back ball in the back of the net. I love it. You know, I'm loving what I'm seeing, man. We're looking solid as much as you can say, considering we've conceded a few. Players are stepping up to be counted. There's no Amario, there's no Brook, there's no Charlie, and many others. There's a couple players you can't call upon. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Henry Jeffcoat. I like him at left back. I like him what I'm seeing from Walters at right back. I'm liking what Duberry's doing as well. I'm liking the whole team. We're moving 30. And as I said, it was a very good game of football, man. It was a very good game of football. It was a good way to start, get off to the league. You know, we did what we needed to do. Obviously, we need to apply ourselves even more for the next game, because while we scored 5 goals, we scored some very good goals. It was a very good game to watch, like I said, you know, with your fan cap on. But when you look at it from a tactical point of view and whatnot, obviously we've conceded 3 goals. There's a lot that we can learn from. And at least someone won their first game of the season. As you know, it was a 2-0 L at first team level where Brentford and Arsenal was concerned. Then obviously our under-23s got dealt with in it 6-1. You know, the scoreline doesn't always tell the story, but at what point does 6-1 not tell the story? Do you get it? So it's nice to see we've won. No clue who we've got next. I believe I can actually check. The good thing is you can actually go on the Premier League app and see who's everyone's playing. You know, can't get any easier than Villa. I mean, we've got West Bromwich Albion, you know, so we travel up to the Midlands this time, and they're a good academy outfit as well. So we've got no room for error. And like I said, we take the positives, we learn from the negatives or learning points, and we apply ourselves. But in relation to our 5-3 victory at under 18s level, people, that's all I've got to say. Please comment if you've also got some, hit the like button, and yeah, make sure you're subscribing, and also make sure you're following and subscribing on Twitch, the Ludaguna, as well, as I put a lot of content there also. Most importantly, stay safe, people, and I'll be here to speak again about whatever in it. I'm out.